1 and 2, convert the following into slope-intercept form. What do I have to solve for here? Isolate what?
Y.
Got to isolate y. So to do that, I got to get rid of the x. I don't want to write it underneath my 6 just in case my brain accidentally combines them when I know that I can't. I got 3y equals, let's rearrange this, 2x plus 6. What can I do now to get y all by itself? Yeah, Alex?
Divide everything by 3.
Divide everything by 3. I'm going to do them one by one because sometimes I can simplify it and sometimes I can't, right? What can I simplify over there on the right? 6 over 3. What is 6 over 3? 2. Give me a thumbs up if that's what you got. Nice. Nice. Same thing over here. I'll subtract 6x from both sides. Divide both sides by -2. It turns everything positive, and I get 3x plus 4, just like that. Right? Questions on 1 and 2? Pretty straightforward, right? Good. Number 3, find the x and the y intercepts. If I want to find the x-intercept, what should I do?
Cover the Y.
Cover the y. Right? And I get x equals 6. X equals 6. How can I get the y-intercept? Cover the x. Well, -3 times what is going to give me 6? -2. Right? Or I could divide both sides by -3, giving me -2. Right? So my x-intercept is 6. I'm going to write that as the point. What would my coordinates be for that? Yeah, Levi?
6, 0.
Perfect. Michelle, you got my y-intercepts coordinates? Thank you very much. Exactly right. 0, -2. All right, for my x-intercept and my y-intercept. I'd like you to write them as coordinates on the quiz. It's going to give you a spot, like an open parentheses for you to put coordinates, so just write them as coordinates, okay? Over here, same thing. X-intercept, cover up my y. -2 times what gives me -8? 4. X equals 4. Cover up the 2x. Oh, nice and easy. Y is equal to -8. So my x-intercepts coordinates are going to be what? 4, 0. And what about y? 0, -8. Nice job. Okay. Now, if you look at the notes, the way that we did this was if I want to find the x-intercept, I'm going to plug in 0 for y. Or let's do, if I'm going to find the y-intercept, I'll plug in 0 for x. Right? That cancels this out, leaving me with just y equals -8. So to just make my life a little bit easier, I can cover up the x. Oh, y equals -8. Perfect. That's what I get. Yeah.
Would you still have to show that like on the quiz, or is that just that fine?
No. What we did with this is fine. Okay. 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is what we just did, so hopefully it's pretty, not too bad. Can I get a volunteer to help me out with number 5? What'd you get for number 5? Matthew, go for it. Perfect. Start right there. G of x. Please make sure your equation has g of x, not f. F of x is my parent function. If I transform it, it's no longer f of x, it's g of x. Thank you, Matthew. Keep going. What's next? -2, parenthesis, x, parenthesis. Is that what you guys got? Anybody write it a different way?
Could you just write it as -2x?
G of x is equal to -2x. Are those different? No, they're the same. So they both work. Now, if I start translating, then I got to make sure my parentheses are there and in the right spot and everything. But if there's no translation at all, we don't need the parentheses on the x. However, if you, like Matthew, put the parentheses, perfectly fine. Okay? Great job, Matthew. Thank you for that. Who could handle number 6? Alex, go for it.
G of x
Perfect.
equals
Yep.
3x minus 8.
Perfect. Just like that. Parentheses or no?
No.
No. Why do I not need parentheses?
Because if it was in the parentheses, that means it would be moving right instead of down.
That's right. Everybody put up some parentheses real quick. What do your parentheses look like? Okay, Aisha's laughing because she already knows. What direction do my parentheses go? Left and right. Everybody do this. Okay. Taylor, you're not doing it. There we go. Perfect. Misty? Okay. Good. So if you ever forget, right, let's say maybe on the tests that we're taking in 2 weeks that you can't use your notebooks, right? Like you can't, right? Like we already said. If you forget, inside the parentheses, dang it, is that left or right or up or down? Just throw your parentheses up, go left or right. Okay? It's just a way, good way to remember it, hopefully. If you're watching this video later, I'm doing this. Okay. Did you guys watch these videos or no?
No.
Yeah, I watched it.
Thank you for your honesty.
I watched it.
Some of you are lying when you say yes. That's fine. I guarantee you, as soon as we start doing no notes on the test, my views are going to go up, which is, I would say good for me, but I don't make money, so it's fine. Matthew?
What if you put parentheses on the end?
Great question. What if I put g of x equals 3 times the quantity of x minus 8? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not translating left or right at all, so there shouldn't be anything in my parentheses but the x. Exactly. Great job, Matthew. Matthew loves his parentheses. I love it. Number 7. How am I going to start this one? G of x, of course, equals. Yeah, Aisha, go for it. Parentheses. X plus 6. Parentheses. Minus 2. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with Aisha. Give me a thumbs down if you disagree with Aisha. Aisha's absolutely right. That looks great. Now, wait a minute. If I'm going left, why is there a plus? Isn't left usually a negative movement? That's right. In the parentheses, it's got to be the opposite because our formula says x minus h. So if now it says x plus h, that means I plugged in a negative 6, right? So left is still a negative movement, but when I plug it into a negative variable, the two negatives cancel and make it a plus, right? Great job. Finally, number 8, I got g of x is equal to reflection on the x. That means a negative. X plus 4. Or, like Matthew would write it, g of x is equal to negative quantity of x plus 4. Is that still right?
Yes.
Yes. Great job. Pretty good on those? Yes. Number 9, find the slope and the y-intercept of the line shown. Well, I'm looking for some dots. I see a couple dots right here. Maybe little, but I can still find them. Alex, what's my y-intercept here for 9?
Oh, 1.
1. Now, what variable represents the y-intercept? Y?
B.
B. I had some people asking me some questions about that yesterday that were a little bit confused. My y-intercept is B, not y. Okay? My m, how can I find my m on a graph? Yeah, Alex?
That's kind of hard. You show
R over R. What is that?
rise up and run.
That's how you find it. You got to rise, and you got to run. Alex, how many did I rise?
2.
2. What direction did I rise?
Up.
Up. So should my numerator be positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. How many did I run over?
2.
2. So my slope's 2 over 2, right?
No. 1.
I got to simplify it to get 1.
Yeah.
Rise over run. I rise 2 and I run 1. There's also a point right here that we see, right? So I could rise 1 and run 1 as well. I could also rise 4 and run 4. Sorry, that's 5. Rise 5, run 5. Either way, I get a whole fraction, which turns out to be 1. Okay? What's my b value in number 10, though? Where do I cross the y-axis there?
Negative 2.
-2. Okay, I've got my second point up here. Should I start counting from the left point or the right point here? If I open up a book, where do I start reading? The left side or the right side? That's right, because all the left side. I think you're saying left. You're saying left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Am I rising up or down on this one, though? Now I'm rising down. If I rise down, what should my numerator be? Negative. How many am I running over?
3.
3. Can I simplify negative 2 over 3? No. So I'll leave it as negative 2 over 3. All right? Final questions on the front? Anything we need to go back to? No? All right.
Wait.
Huh? What's that?
13.
That's on the back.
We're going on the back.
Final questions on the front? No? Okay, perfect. Let's start with 11. We'll get to 13 eventually. 13, yeah, is a little bit tricky. I had a lot of questions on that yesterday, so we will spend our good amount of time talking about that. Number 11. Identify M and B. Graph the equation. M and B, real easy. What's my M here in 11?
-3.
-3. It's just whatever's in front of the X. What's my B? 2. It's whatever is hanging off as a constant, either being added or subtracted on the end of my equation. What's the first thing I want to do? How do I want to begin by graphing this? Alex, what should I do first?
Oh wait, turn the slope into a fraction.
Perfect. Turn the slope into a fraction. What next?
And then you start at 2.
That's right. I begin at 2 right here, right?
No. Sorry. 0, 2.
0, 2. Is that not 0, 2?
Wait.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's not.
It's 2 zeros.
I got to start on the y-axis, right? That's going to be a mistake. Hopefully I don't see. I start at 2 on the y-axis. Matthew, where do I want to go from there?
Want to go down 3.
Down 3. Why down?
Because it's a negative.
Because it's a negative.
Then you're gonna go right.
Right 1. Why right? Why do I go to the right? Because it's a positive, and I always go to the right. The denominator is never negative. I never, ever, ever, ever want to have a negative sign in my denominator, right? So I'm always going to be running in the positive direction, which is to the right. Great job. What do I do now? I made my dot. I graph it. Draw a line through it. Michelle? Graph another point. I'm going to follow that pattern again. Down 3, right 1. Great job, Michelle. Can I go down 3, right 1 again? No. Now can I draw my line? No. Now I've got to hit the reverse. Instead of going 3 down, I'm going to go 3 up. Instead of going 1 right, I'm going to go 1 left. Back to the beginning. 3 up, 1 to the left. Does that point fall in line with all my other points?
Yes.
Now can I graph my line? Yes. When we are graphing on paper, we want as many points as possible to get the most accurate line. If we were taking an assessment on Alex, the computer will make a perfectly straight line every time. Yeah, Alex, the program. It'll make a perfectly straight line every time, so I only need 2 points. But humans have human error. If we don't have as many points as we can, we're going to get a line that's very slightly off, ever so slightly off. We don't want that, all right? Do your line look like mine in number 11? Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
No?
No.
Uh-oh. What's my slope in number 12?
Slope.
3 over 2. Do I need to turn that into a fraction? No, it's already a fraction. What's my b? -1. So I'm going to begin at -1 on the y-axis. What direction am I going to rise here? Rise 3. What direction? Up. Why am I rising up? Because it's positive. How many am I running to the right? 2. Can I go again? Do I have room? Yeah. And then I'll reverse it. Down 3, left 2. Just one little dot there on the left-hand side to finish us off. I'll get you guys some rulers for the quiz, don't worry. Apparently your ID cards are flimsy and thin this year. Is that true?
It's very good.
Some of you have rulers, but I'll get rulers if you need one. All right, 13. Ready, Precious? 13. Find the M and the B of each line that passes through the pair of points. M and the B. What do I want to find first, the M or the B? I have to find the M first, okay? I'm going to label my points x1, y1, x2, y2. And I'm going to use the slope formula. What does the slope formula say? Yeah, Alex?
Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Perfect. Bavia, what am I going to plug in first for y2? 2 minus, what's my y1, Bavia? 4. Perfect. What about x2? Negative 7 minus, what's my x1? 3. Great job. 2 minus 4 gives me negative 2. 7 minus 3 gives me negative 10. What's negative 2 divided by negative 10? 1/5. Good morning. Or afternoon.
Sorry, I forgot to give
No, you're good. Thanks, Abdul.
Oh, isn't that a junior society?
Yeah, junior honors.
But you're supposed to give it to me in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. He said he was going to give it to you. Whatever.
I forgot.
All right, I got my M. Am I done? Can I go to 14?
No.
No, I got to find my B. I need to use my M to find my B, but what else do I need to use? Slope-intercept form.
Wait, no.
So y equals mx plus b. I want to find b. I have my m. What else do I need?
Your y.
An x and a y. Connie, where can I find an x and a y?
You can use one of the points.
Does it matter which point I use, Connie? No, I can use either point. I'm going to use 13 because they're both positive, and that will, typically make my life easier.
34.
What did I say?
13.
I said 13? My bad. It's been a long week. I'm going to use the point 34 because they're both positive. You guys know what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, the point that's both positive. Okay. So for y, I'm going to plug in 4. For m, and I'm gonna.
Hey, you're so
For-
mean.
It's all right. It's all right. For m, I'm gonna plug in 1/5. For x, I'm gonna plug in 3. And for b, I'm not gonna plug in anything. Right? So 4 equals 3/5 plus b. How can I subtract 3/5 from 4? What do I need to do with that 4? Put a 1 under it. Sure. And then what?
Times it by 5.
Times it by 5. Just 5.
On both. On
5 over 5.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. We need to make an equivalent fraction if I want to subtract, right? Don't worry, it won't be this much work on the quiz. 20 over 5 equals 3 over 5 plus b. So now when I subtract 3 over 5, what's 20/5 minus 3/5? 17/5. All right? That's what I get. Give me a thumbs up if you got that. Nice. If you got that, you can get anything. Okay? Same thing with 14. 2 to negative 3 is minus 5. 1 to negative 4 is minus 5. What's minus 5 over minus 5? 1. Right? Y over x. Y equals mx plus b turns into 2 equals 1 times 1 plus b. Does that look right so far? What's 1 times 1? 1. What's 2 minus 1?
1.
So b equals 1, m equals 1. Whoop, I wrote b twice. M equals 1, b equals 1. That's like the difficulty level of what the quiz question is going to be for your reference. Okay? Does this sound good, Precious? 13, 14? Nice. Yeah, 13 was ugly. 14 is a little bit better. 15, this is nice and fresh in our brain. What's my common difference here in 15? Plus 2. Plus 2. What's next? 1. And then 3. And then 5. So my D is equal to 2. What's my A sub 1? Negative 5. Right? Negative 5 is my first term. So A sub n is equal to D times n minus 1 plus A sub 1. What am I going to do now? Distribute the 2. 2n minus 2 minus 5. What's minus 2 minus 5? Negative 7. How can I check this work? Do you guys remember?
Oh, wait.
Matthew, you remember?
By looking at the last, so like the final number, yeah, that one.
Yeah? How can I check that number to make sure it's right?
If you do the opposite stuff from negative 5 instead of adding 2, you subtract 2.
And what do I get when I do that?
Negative 7.
Is that the number I have hanging off there? Yeah. Right? My b value, whenever I have a normal linear function, my b value is when x is equal to 0, right? It's my y-intercept. So when x is 0, this number should be my b. Well, when I'm looking at an arithmetic sequence, right, x represents n, which is the number term it is in the sequence, right? So if negative 5 is my first term in the sequence, negative 7 is my 0th term, that's what my B value is going to be, all right? 16, what's my D here? Oh, snap, I wasn't even done. What do I need to find now? 10th term. A sub 10 is equal to 20 minus 7, right? I got 20 because 2 times 10. What's 20 minus 7?
13.
13. Nice job. Okay, number 16, D is equal to negative 4. So I'm going to get negative 3, negative 7, negative 11. A sub 1 is 9. A sub n is equal to negative 4 times n minus 1 plus 9. Negative 4n plus 4. What's 4 plus 9?
13.
13. Does that match up? Does that match up with what A sub 0 would be?
Yep.
Yep. So A sub 10 is negative 4 times 10 plus 13, which gives me what? Negative 27, right? Yeah? So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 6th term. 7th term would be negative 15. 8th term would be negative 19. 9th term would be negative 23. 10th term would be negative 27. Right? So there's another way we can check our work. Just follow the pattern. And then we could probably skip number 17, right?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No.
Number 17. The graph to the right shows the relationship between the amount of money, which is D, in your checking account over a certain number of weeks, which is T. T for time, D for dollars, I would assume? Yeah, dollars. Find the slope of the line. How can I find the slope of this line? Yeah, Oscar.
It goes down by 25 and across by 1.
Okay, it goes down by 25 and across by 1, so my slope is what, 25?
You know, 25, no, negative 25 over 0.5.
Negative 25 over 0.5?
Yeah.
Okay. How can I divide by a decimal?
0.5 divided by 25. Or
25 divided by 0.5. How would I divide by a decimal?
divided by 2.
Divided by 2? So 12.5? You would, dividing by a decimal is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. Right? Son? It is. How'd you get negative 50? If you did it a completely different way, how did you get negative 50? Oh. You just divided negative 25 by 0.5? Perfect. I want to show you guys how we would do this, right? Because it is something that's, kind of, I don't want to say important, because that would be a lie, but it is kind of fun to know. How can I turn 0.5 into a fraction? 1/2. So if I have negative 25 over 0.5, 0.5 is 1/2. So now I have a fraction in a fraction. There's 2 ways I could tackle this. Right, this is kind of a sidebar, but it's good to know. So the first way, like I said, dividing by a fraction is the same as multiplying by its reciprocal, because the opposite of an opposite kind of cancels out. So what's the reciprocal of 1/2? 2 over 1. So if I multiply negative 25 by 2 over 1, what do I get? Negative 50, like San said. Right? Dividing by a fraction is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal of that fraction. Another way to do it is by making my numerator a fraction. Yeah, Bobby?
Is there another way you could solve this without doing all
There's a ton of different ways we could do it. We'll get to your way in just a second because I want to hear what you have to say. This is a little bit more difficult. But if I have a fraction within a fraction, my numerator and denominator need to both be fractions. So I'm going to put my numerator over 1. Okay, now I have fractionception, where I have a fraction within a fraction. If I want to get rid of this, I need to make both of these fractions common denominators. Well, what can I multiply 25 over 1 by to give me a 2 on the bottom? 2 over 2. This turns into negative 50 over 2 over 1 over 2. Just like when we're fraction busting an equation, if I have the same denominators, I can get rid of them. What does that leave me with? Negative 50 on the top, 1 on the bottom. What's negative 50 over 1? Negative 50. You guys see what we did there?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of, maybe. That's like the longest way to do it. Bobby, how did you do it?
200 over 4, divide that by 4.
So you rose down all the way and ran right all the way. You got negative 200 over 4. Well, what's negative 200 over 4? Negative 50. Right? Couldn't I have also gone down 2 boxes, minus 50 over plus 1? Is that what you did, Ben? Nice. Minus 50 over 1. Either way, we get negative 50. Now, that was kind of a waste of time because it gives you the slope on the quiz. You don't even have to find it. But whatever, we found it. Negative 50. Negative 50, what does that negative 50 represent? Interpret the meaning means write a sentence using English words. Matthew, help me write a sentence.
Each week a person spends $50 from their bank account.
Each week, person spends $50 from their bank account. From bank account. ACCT. Anybody write anything different to interpret the meaning? Yeah, Oscar, what did you write?
I put to the y-intercept.
We're on A.
Huh?
We're on A.
Oh, no.
Okay. Alex, what'd you put?
I just put it means that it just means that they're losing $50 each week.
Sure. That works too. We don't necessarily know if they're spending it on purpose or losing it on accident, right? So either one of those works. Identify the x and the y intercepts of the graph. Now we're on B. What's my x-intercept here as a coordinate?
4, 0.
4, 0. What's my y-intercept?
0, 200.
0, 200. Oscar, help me understand what 4, comma 0 means in the context of this problem.
I put they will have $0 on the 4th week.
That's right. 4 weeks in, they broke. Right? A shorter way of saying that, but it's the same thing. Right? Their dollars remaining hits 0 at 4 weeks. That's why it's an intercept, because 0 is one of my coordinates. Who can help me interpret the y-intercept? Oscar, go for it.
They will have $200 on the 1st week.
They had, on the first week,
0.
at the 0th week. Well, what's an easier way to say the 0th week? At the beginning, at the start. Great job. You guys read my mind. Now, if you put at the 0th week, that's fine too. That's technically correct, but, you know, if I'm speaking it, interpreting it, it wouldn't make as much sense. Matthew.
What if you combine, if you got those two sentences and put it together, that's still right.
Well, read me what you wrote.
The person started with $200, and after the 4th week, they had $0.
That's fine with me. That's fine with me. Any other questions on here? How we feeling? Better? Yeah? Anybody get all of them right on their own? Nice. Anybody get like most of them right on their own? Hopefully a lot of us. Great job. Go ahead and pass those up for me real quick.